Who trades the Forex market? So, who are the major players that play important roles in the Forex market? So there are six: your central banks, your institutional investors, commercial banks, brokers, companies, and then individuals. So the first one I want to get through is your commercial and investment banks. Now, who are they? What do they do? Okay, why are they important? Um, the greatest volume of currency is traded in the interbank market. Okay, this is where banks of all sizes, so small to the largest banks in the world, right, trade currencies with each other and through now this this electronical network. Um, the big banks account for a large percentage of total currency volume trades. So those big moves that you see in the market, it's not really us retail traders. It is the big boys, the big banks. Um, Banks facilitate forex transactions for clients and conduct speculative trades from their own trading desks. When banks act as dealers for clients, the bid and ask price represents the bank's profits. And then speculative currency trades are executed to profit on currency fluctuations. So just like us. The second one, it is also one of the most important, along with commercial banks, is your central banks. Okay, a central bank will represent their nation's government. Like I said, it's a very important player in the market. A central bank is responsible for fixing the price of its national currency, its native currency. Any action taken by a central bank in the forex market is done to stabilize or increase the competitiveness of that nation's economy. Central banks may engage in currency interventions to make their currencies appreciate or depreciate. An example of this is a central bank may weaken its own currency by creating additional supply during periods of long deflationary trends, which is then used to purchase foreign currency. This effectively weakens the domestic currency, making exports more competitive in the global market. And then central banks use these strategies to calm the inflation. Their doing so also serves as a long-term indicator for us forex traders. This is why we don't, ignore the fundamentals, because that may have a major role on our trades. Next up is your institutional investors, such as hedge funds, banks, mutual funds, okay, university endowments, investment advisors, insurance companies, all the above. Now, it's they make up the second biggest collection of players in the market, okay, after the banks and central banks. Investment management trade currencies for large accounts, such as, like we said, pension funds, all of that kind of stuff. An investment management with an international portfolio will have to buy and sell currencies to trade foreign securities. Now remember, guys, what I mean by securities, security is basically the big word that includes currency pairs, indices, commodities, stocks, cryptos, anything you can trade. Investment managers may also make speculative forex trades, while some hedge funds execute speculative currency trades as part of their investment strategies. After that comes the companies and corporations. If you remember in the section, what is Forex? That example I gave of the Australian company and the Japanese company, that's exactly this, okay? Firm engage in importing and exporting, conduct foreign transactions to pay for the goods and services. So that, that Australian company had to convert its Australian dollar to Japanese yen in order to pay for that, car part. Companies trade forex to hedge the risk associated with forex currency transactions. Second last one is brokers, okay, or brokerage firm. This is an independent company or person, right, that organizes and executes financial transactions on behalf of another party, such as yourself or myself or any other retail trader. Remember, that's just that's just a currency broker, forex broker, right? You get many other brokers, such as, stockbroker, real estate broker, insurance broker. So there's different types of brokers you can get. A broker will normally charge a commission for the order to be executed. Like I said, your currency broker, your Forex broker, like 90% of them don't charge sort of like a fixed commission. They'll only charge your spread and your swap. Some brokers will provide you with market data and give you advice on the products or securities you want to buy or sell. It just depends on what type of broker it is. Are they a full service broker, or only an execution broker? But the matter of the fact is, any broker, it has to be a licensed broker, okay, in order to give you advice, or in order to execute the trades for you. So just make sure that they license. We have a sort of broker section that I'll explain about the FSP and all of that kind of stuff. And then the last one is retail traders. This is where you and I fall under. Okay, the volume of forex trades made by retail investors is extremely low compared to financial institutions. So we don't really make a difference in the market when we trade with our 500 rand, 5,000 rand, 500,000 rand, 1 million rand. Okay, remember, we're trading with like 1 million rand. These sort of institutions are trading with a couple of billions. Okay, but the retail trader, for the the forex market for retail traders, sorry, is growing rapidly in popularity. So every second person is now joining forex, and I don't blame them. Especially in South Africa, where COVID, in the whole entire world, that has an effect on businesses and people losing their jobs, as well as retrenchments. So trading, you don't have a boss. So it's no surprise that it's getting popular right now. And then the last one, retail investors base currency trades on a combination of fundamentals and technicals. So like I said, your fundamentals is your news announcements, news events, like your interest rates, all of that kind of stuff, while your technical factors are your market structure, your market formation, support and resistance, all of that kind of stuff. But we'll dive into these later on.